When I turn my water on, I want that consistent pressure. When I turn on the lights, I want it to work. Fidium does just that. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to reboot anything. It just works.
It's like a shot of adrenaline.
High-functioning remote jobs that need a lot of capability, this is going to be monumental for them.
Listen to what people say. They want opportunities for their kids and their grandkids. Fiber is going to help us achieve that goal.
It's going to change everything. You can live in Woolwich and work anywhere you want. Or you know what? You can live in Waldoboro, where previously you were completely unconnected. You don't have to live on the Route 1 corridor or take that drive every single day. Having the choice to live in some of the most beautiful areas of Maine that people would think are remote and unconnected because they now are connected is truly incredible.
I'm Julie Roberts, and
I'm Paul Roberts.
And we own Coastal Maine Popcorn here in Boothbay Harbor. We've been in business since 2008. We've grown, we've skinned our knees a lot.
We've changed directions 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
Or we've sort of found the path that we are on for the long term. So.
Yeah, which is our retail store here in Boothbay Harbor. We sell online and we also distribute all over the country. Boothbay Harbor is a beautiful combination of fishing, waterfront, and tourism. We've been able to preserve our fishing history as well as welcoming tourists into town.
There have been some challenges with certain areas of our community that have really lacked connectivity, or high-speed connectivity, which challenges students in school, it challenges businesses, people running businesses from home. It's hard to underestimate how challenging that can be. From a business standpoint, the ability for some businesses that it's really important to have high speed and be able to have high data bandwidth, not just to download things, but to also upload things. That's a critical difference. And that's something we haven't had an opportunity to experience yet. I think a lot of people are really kind of looking forward to having an option at least.
90% of the population in Maine is structurally impacted by the digital divide. Getting service to far-flung places that are both remote and rocky terrain and lots of tree coverage, these are very real challenges.
In the winter, we had to bring up tanks of gasoline to start a generator in order to get the tower back up and running.
Where I live on Southport, it's all summer people. Instead of 2 people being on the cable, there are 75. You don't bother to rent a movie or do anything on the weekends at all.
We had households that would have to take their kids over to the patent-free library parking lot and take advantage of the free Wi-Fi in order for them to participate in their video conference class formats.
I became aware the town was trying to get broadband to more places. I work in IT. I've pulled a lot of value out of having that kind of connectivity. So when I found out I had neighbors that couldn't get internet and I found out my town was doing things, I started going to meetings, and it turns out if you go to enough town meetings and you say anything, you will be on a committee. So if you don't have enough to do, go to some meetings, go be on a committee, and maybe you can solve a problem.
We wanted to be able to find an economic tool that would benefit all the towns. We're not looking to benefit 3 towns, the biggest towns. We wanted to work on coming up with a tool or a process where all the towns could benefit. We have a fairly diverse economy and a diverse population. We have folks who are fairly, low income all the way to the high income people. So what do you do to provide, an economic tool that will benefit everyone? Broadband, internet.
We worked very closely with Dresden and Wiscasset, since they're our neighbors, and we discussed a lot of different options about how to solve this problem. And we did the math. There was no way we were going to raise or borrow millions to do fiber infrastructure for Woolwich. Plan B ended up being a partnership with Consolidated to apply for a grant and to match some of the funds ourselves with the Maine Connectivity Authority. We now have fiber hanging on our telephone poles.
Everybody has just said, "Oh yeah, that's what I can do. I'm good at that. I can make that happen." As far as committees are concerned, it has been an absolute delight.
When Fidium came through with the offer to cover all of basically Lincoln County, I just sort of glommed on to Simon Thorne and said, what can I do?
Some people who have been waiting for a long time for this fiber, or people who've just called and said, hey, what are the internet options? I'm able to just say, sign up for Fidium because they're actually going to be there. It's been pretty nice, actually.
There's a multi-million-dollar e-commerce business in my community because of broadband. those opportunities are coming into our neighborhoods.
Fidium has worked great and worked quickly. Everybody's talked about, wow, like they really came in and got everything put together so fast.
The quality that I'm getting through Fidium, I was surprised at how much faster it was. Man, the difference is just huge. And once you build that out, I think that's as important as towns that got electricity for the first time. This issue I spent a decade on with the rest of the town and the county working on, we're done. That feels incredible to be done with that.
If someone's thinking about switching to Fidium, they should have done it already. Like, do it ASAP. I was that customer who was an early adopter, and no regrets whatsoever. And I will say too, from start to finish, from the installers who came and did it, the customer service who helped explain the billing, and all the way until this day, I mean, my experience has been nothing but positive.